Okay, people, welcome back to another Fwoosh Weekly. As always, I'm Robo, and yes, this is some self-indulgent bullshit right here. I can't help it. I'm excited about Wrestle Kingdom, and we did the Fwoosh Club shirt a couple weeks ago, and I thought, this is just too easy. I gotta do it. And also, you'll notice, I don't know, there's some sickness going on somewhere right here, but I don't feel sick. I feel it. It's like, oh, I could probably take a nap, but I'm not, I need to crawl in bed. So if I seem off, it's because of that, I think. I don't know, maybe I'm just off. But enough of that. Let's talk about some Bandai, some NECA, some McFarlane toys. They're coming out of nowhere. A little bit of Medicom, and if you saw any of the news today, you knew we were going to talk about some Toys Alliance Transformers. First up, it's what we've been waiting for, a new figure from the Bandai model kit line. Except it's, wrong scale and something we already have. Bandai announced that they're releasing another half inch, I keep trying to say half inch, half scale BB-8 for the Star Wars The Last Jedi line. Even though they've already released this before, the difference here is that the finish is glossy. I don't know what to think of that. I passed on the first one because half scale, at that point you might as well give me a 1/1 scale. I want to build a full-size BB-8. That would be cool. Half scale, what the hell am I going to put that with? And I understand, they can make more money off the same mold. I don't know if it's a big enough difference for people that already have the original model kit, but maybe, I don't know. But everything for The Last Jedi is a rehash mostly. Are they building up to something? Are they working real hard on something surprising? Because I dig that. I would be okay with that. But at the moment, it seems like just a bunch of rehash. The BB-8 comes with two arms, a utility arm, the memory chip, a couple of effects, a red LED for the eye on the head, and it'll run $130 and come out in March. Bandai showed this at, I can't remember if it was Tokyo Comic Con or if it was the last Tamashii Nations, Akiba Showroom, something, but they finally solicited the Dragon Ball Z Son Goku. Now, a lot of people missed out on the first edition of this. This is an updated version with new articulation, new body style, but it's that basic Namek Saga Goku that people had been waiting for, or missed out on originally. Now, before this, we got this in the model kit line, which I love. I got it. It's on the shelf. And I've sworn off the Figuarts line for the most part, but I may have to get this. It's just too easy. It's just the basic figure. He comes with 4 different faces. He comes with, I believe, 4 right hands, 2 left hands. And that's it. No effects, nothing like that. So, the price of $33 sounds damn tempting. And then there's the picture with Master Roshi. Yes, Roshi is in the foreground. Goku's in the back, but it's given, I don't know. I'm still thinking Roshi's coming out big. There's something there. But like I said, Goku will be around $33, if not less, on the import sites, and will hit in June. Oh, McFarlane Toys. McFarlane Toys released new pictures of the next figures in their Walking Dead Color Top series, and that would be Prisoner Daryl and King Ezekiel. Now, I haven't got into the Color Top series. They look okay, but they're mostly 7-inch scale statues. My wife was a hardcore collector of the smaller line. I don't even know what scale that was, 5-inch scale, but it was more encompassing. They got a lot more figures out, characters, zombies. But McFarlane came along and said, oh, whoa, too many people are liking this line. Let's cut that off. Start something new, and essentially reverted to form. Now, I'm not saying the small scale line was super articulated. It had its problems. In fact, the few that I did open up broke on me right out of the package, but they looked cool and they looked good together, and you could get a few poses out of them. This bigger line, it's right back to the 90s for McFarlane. Yes, there's some articulation on it, but it's not that useful as far as I can tell. Now, the figures look great. I will give it that. The sculpts are pretty nice. It does say on the description that Daryl was sculpted from images of the actor, while King Ezekiel was 3D scanned and then sculpted. What's up, Norman Reedus? You too good to get scanned for a toy, or too busy? You got too many shows going on, too many appearances. Kari Payton has no qualms about sitting down and getting scanned. I think that's why Daryl always comes out looking a little bit Charles Bronson-ish. He's got those eyes, and I think sculptors just gravitate towards those extremes in the face. But who can believe descriptions, because it also says, designed with 15 points of articulation for dynamic posing. I cannot wait to get my hands on these and have Daryl hold that mop in different positions. Because they don't even dynamically pose them for the promotional shots. They're just standing there holding their one accessory. Maybe this way, maybe this way, perhaps this way. Because Ezekiel comes with his cane sword, and the sword looks like it does go in, so I will give McFarlane a little props for that. But Daryl comes with a mop. Now, it sounds like I'm hating on them. If you're a fan of them, there's nothing wrong with that. Hell, I would probably buy them if I didn't already have a bunch of the 5-inch ones still sitting in packages all over my living room. But McFarlane being McFarlane, I can't help giving them a little bit of shit for that. Now, both figures cost about $20, and they'll be out in February. NECA has put up some sneak peeks of some future action figures. The Crash Bandicoot looks interesting with the movable eyebrows, and then there is Pennywise from the new It. I don't have much to say about these because I never played Crash Bandicoot, and I haven't seen the new It. I'm a big fan of the old one, just haven't made it to the new one yet. But this Pennywise is looking cool, looks to be pretty well articulated. Medicom on their blog on Christmas Day, actually I completely missed it until today, they had a sample of their Dark Knight Rises Catwoman 2.0. Just a little review, go through, show the different things, and it is looking good compared to the first one, which I never got, so I'm happy to be getting the second one. It's in the mail right now, actually. If it doesn't show up today, I'll be surprised. But along with that, you scroll down the page, and you got to these teeny tiny pictures of the Dark Knight Joker MAFEX 2.0. And they left them small. You couldn't click on them, they didn't get bigger. That right off the bat makes me a little bit leery. Why didn't they show big, nice pictures? I know it's a sneak peek, but maybe I'm too excited about the figure after really loving the MAFEX Batman Begins I got this week. Catwoman's looking pretty good on the face printing tech. Her eyes look nice. Her skin looks nice. I don't have it in person. It's their pictures. Yes, I understand. Yes, I know. No, well, don't get on to me about it. I'm just trying to, you know, convey that it does look nice. And okay, I can't put up with this. Fine, whatever. But looking at the Joker pictures, it looks okay, but you can see the dot in the makeup. They're using the face print to do the makeup on the face, the eyes, everything about the face. And I'm pointing at these pictures, but you probably can't see anything here. I'll have the Fwoosh Weekly up on the front page tomorrow, and I'll have the pictures posted there. Or you can go to the Medicom page and look at it. Whatever you want to do. It's up to you. So I'm excited, but I'm a little bit nervous. We'll see how it comes out. Also from Medicom, out of the blue, which they're good at, pictures just usually show up and then it gets solicited, but they have shown the MAFEX Star Wars The Last Jedi First Order Stormtrooper and Stormtrooper Executioner. Now these aren't much different from the First Order Stormtrooper that MAFEX has given us before. Looks like the same body, just a slight change to the helmet, which essentially in the movie is what it was. Is what it was what it is. The helmet seems a little bit more compressed this way. The frown is more thin, it's more angled. It looks a little bit meaner, if you ask me. But the Executioner is looking nice. It has the black parts. It looks like it does have the logo on the shoulder, which was missing off the Figuarts version for whatever reason. Well, I say that. I have a feeling Figuarts tries to rush out as soon as possible to get their figures released as the movie comes out without looking at a lot of the promotional, or the, you know, what are those pictures that filmmakers use to send out to, you know, to promote the, I don't know, whatever, you know what I mean. And MAFEX is always way late to the game. But I feel like they wait for those pictures and then base off that, getting most of the details right. We saw it with Suicide Squad and the tattoos. Figuarts was missing a lot of that. Their Deadshot didn't have the writing around the collar. The MAFEXio did. So I don't know. I feel like they're winning the race, but they're not winning the race. That makes sense. The Executioner comes with several sets of hands. He comes with the pistol, he comes with the blaster, he comes with his execution mechanism, his axe, his thing, you know, that we saw so much of in the movie. Comes with one closed down, comes with one opened up, and then it has a separate electrical effect you can put on there that does look pretty good. And then there's the standard trooper, which would bug me because, like I said, MAFEX Alexa Ding Dong already gave us a First Order trooper before. But this time around, they said, hey, we understand we already gave you one before, let's load this one with accessories, and that's what they did. The MAFEX Trooper comes with, well, I have to read the list. There's so much shit. Baton ×2, it's got the prongs out, prongs in, binoculars, web gear, shoulder pouches, you know, the hang over this way, and that's for the 3 damn pauldrons they're giving us, the different color versions. They could have just given us 1 and I still would have been like, whoa, extras, but to give us 3? Slow down, Medicom. You're winning my heart here. Has the riot shield, has the backpack, has the blaster, has the pistol, and then the heavy rifle blaster, and that comes with a tripod for that too. So most of the versions of the First Order Stormtrooper we've seen in the sequel movies, you can make out of this one figure. Although it will be the Last Jedi version. Well, no, even if you have the Force Awakens First Order Stormtrooper from the first movie, you could probably take most of these accessories and give it to that. So, mix and match and share between the whole platoon. That's pretty cool. Best of all, it's no extra cost for all these extras. It's $65 for both the Executioner and the loaded down First Order Stormtrooper, which, I don't know, makes the Executioner seem like less of a deal, less newness, because it is reusing the whole body. Just the new helmet, some paint, a couple weapons. But it being MAFEX, it's a little bit large. I did get their original trilogy Sand Trooper not even a couple weeks ago. I got it a long time ago, but I opened it a couple weeks ago. I haven't reviewed it, but here's a picture. You can see that the MAFEX runs a little bit large, even though it looks damn good. But it didn't bug me as much with the Scarif Trooper and the Death Trooper way back. Yes, they're a little bit large, but you put everything in action poses, not going to make a difference. And those figures were awesome too. So I may be heavily tempted by this new Stormtrooper because I don't think I have one with the new style helmet. But you're going to be waiting a while. Neither of these come out till next August, which in the MAFEX grand scheme of things is not that long a wait. And then if you remember back, I think it was last week, Toys Alliance announced that their MAS-02 Megatron was going to be pushed back to late February, early March. And my heart sank a little bit. I'm good with not spending that much money until then, but I still want this figure. And I think Toys Alliance said, you know what? What can we do to cheer our loyal fans up? Let's show them a tease of MAS-03 with a question mark. They're kind of questioning. They're like, is this going to be 03? But you know what? It's Soundwave. Now, Soundwave is my favorite Transformer ever. I don't know if it's the design, the symmetry. Symmetry. He's got a big shoulder cannon on one side. I don't know if it's his personality from the cartoon. Either way, I love Soundwave. So much so that Soundwave was the first Transformer I ever asked for Christmas. Of course, I got a Hound, but what you gonna do? I eventually did get Soundwave. That was awesome. Now, one of these weeklies, I was rambling on about what I would like to see from this line after Optimus and Megatron, and I did say Soundwave and Bumblebee. That would be cool companion pieces to the two leaders, you know? And then somebody mentioned Starscream, and I thought, whoa, that's brilliant! With Nemesis Prime being a repaint of Optimus Prime, Starscream would give us 2 more characters beyond that. Hell, 6 if you wanted to go Coneheads. 9 if you wanted to go to the weird yellow, green, and whatever the other one was. That I can't even remember. I guess they have names now, but that is 9 repaints they could get from essentially the same figure. So I thought, that's a no-brainer. That's what they're going to do. Swerve Soundwave. Now, with Soundwave, if it comes true, like I said, they put a question mark on the end of it, so we're waiting and seeing. But if it is Soundwave, the possibilities. We're going to get a Ravage? We're going to get a Rumble and Frenzy? We're going to get a Laserbeak? Whoa, Radbat? It could go forever. Smaller scale figures that could get out faster. Now, they do show Soundwave with a cassette. Of course, it probably doesn't transform. That's not what this line is about. You know, it's just called Transformers. Comes with his shoulder cannon. They give different views of that. And then his blaster with the funky prong thing on the end that I never used whenever I was a kid. Soundwave, though, on the, you know, ladder of cronies of Megatron makes me want a Grimlock for Optimus, because he's kind of in that same position on the other side. But then that comes down to, do I want Grimlock as a dinosaur? Do I want Grimlock as a robot? Or a Grimlock? This line is tearing me apart. I don't know what I'm going to do with myself. So yeah, there you go. Toy news. Always awesome to talk about action figures. I actually feel better now that I've talked about toys here for, well, actual recording. It's been about 20-30 minutes. Hopefully, it'll come out to 10 or 15. hopefully. Yeah, I don't feel as sick as I did 30 minutes ago. The healing power of toys. Now you'll notice this is coming out on Thursday. I was so excited about Soundwave, I had to, yak about him for a little bit. But I also have a top 5 coming together, top 5 of 2017. I'm hoping to record that tomorrow to put up Saturday. I also have the bottom 5 going up sometime. I don't know if I'm going to compress those two into one video or what's going on there. But my top 5 is this long. My bottom 5 is about this long. So I need to add to this one, condense this one. That's what I'm working on. Hopefully I'll have that up soon. But if you like this weekly, comment, like, subscribe. And I'll catch you on the Fwoosh.